All right, what is up? All right, this is my first time actually going live on my main channel, this one, which I've had for freaking ever. I'm just going to be running some songs from my band right now. And I don't know if this is going to work or not. So if there's anybody watching, I see there's two of you guys. If there's anybody watching, let me know how it sounds. Okay, so I'm going to be I guess I could start. Let me see. I could just start real quick and tell me if you can hear it through the mic. If not, I might have to push this mic towards my computer speaker so that you can actually hear. I hear you. What's up, BV? How you doing, dog? Welcome to my main channel. This is my first time going live here. This is fun. So let's just give this a shot and see if this works. Give me some feedback, you guys. Here we go.
I imagine you've seen things most men wouldn't believe. To go through all of that and make your way home again only to find such chaos in the world, I can only imagine.
Let's see. What do you mean, BV? Overpowering the others. You think my guitar is louder than the song? Or the song is louder than my guitar? What you think? What you think? Tell me if you can hear this. Shit. You can hear that? You can hear me just playing the guitar? Oh. Let me see. Well, we'll figure this out. We got time. It's only 8:53 p.m. Once you hit that, it gets harder to hear the rest. Huh. Oh, what the heck? Oh shit. What's going on? Let me see. Oh no, what happened? Technical difficulties, y'all. Give me just 1 sec. Oh. My volume knob. Duh. Here, let's do this. Let's instead of playing along to the recorded song, I'll play along to the actual. I'll take the guitar out and then I'll play guitar to the song. So let's give that a shot. Ready? Let's which I'll play that intro song one more time and then we'll move on to a different song. So let's see. Here we go. Shit. There we go. Let's try this one more time. That wasn't bad. Let's see. How did that sound? Could you hear that at all? Could you just hear the guitar? Could you just hear the bass and the drums? Like, what's the dealio? I think it's just BB who's here with me right now. Whoa. Let's see. Go like this. Shit, I'm sucking. So you can just hear the guitar. Okay, let's see. Let me try. Let's do this one more time. I'm going to keep the mic to the guitar or to the computer speakers. Tell me what you hear. Anyway, what about that, y'all? Better lower the guitar a bit. Starts to drown still. Okay. Let me see if I can do that. Where are we at? 2.5 dB. We'll go to 1 dB. How about that? Does it stay? Yeah, it does. 1 dB. Okay. We got 3 people watching. Hey, who's here? If you're here watching, leave a comment. I'm going to go ahead and pick another song to play since I've played our intro song like 4 times already. Let's do this one. Prestige Magic 6036. Sup, dog? It's your nephew. What up, nephew? I'm Unk. I'm the chopped Unk in the chat. Jamie, what's up? How you doing? Hey, so okay, everybody who's here, all 3 of us, just so you know, this is my first time trying to stream playing guitar, and like I don't know how the audio is going to work, so shit might sound really bad, but thank you for being here. So just try and give me some direction in the comments as far as how things sound. I'm going to go ahead and play another one of our songs. I'm going to stick this mic back to the computer speakers, and we'll go ahead and play a song. All right. Oh, Pleasant. Okay. Now, bow, bow, bow. Yeah. That song's called On This Journey, aka Groove Machine, but it's actually called On This Journey. Also, hey, everybody in the chat, say hi to Jamie Treffrin. She is actually our singer, our super talented vocalist in the band Chaos Incarnate. Everybody tell her what's up. We got BV Luminous in the house, one of my good buddies. He actually, this guitar is on loan from him right now, so thank you, sir, because I'm very much enjoying playing it. We got my cousin. What's up, dog? It's always good to see you. And of course, Jamie. We got 4 people in here now, so who else? Who else is lurking? Go ahead and say something in the comments. Prestige Magic says, I like the tone. Reminds me of Nerve Pitch Stitches. I've never heard of that. Should I look that up? I'll look that up. This is a very low stakes live stream, so we can kind of goof around a little bit. Let's see. Nerve Pitch Stitches. Damn ads. Let's do this. Let's share a screen. Present or invite. Share screen. Nerve Pitch Stitches. Share. Let's play it. I've never heard this before, but I like it. Kind of got a Deftones vibe. I mean, that's kind of what we're going for with our band too. 90s, 2000s, new metal, hard rock, like.
Why does it have to happen now? Is it supposed to be meant to be? With my
You know what they kind of remind me of? Oh, that was uploaded 4 weeks ago. Interesting. But I'm guessing I mean, I've honestly never heard of them. I'm guessing they're from the 2000s. They kind of sound like, I mean, I'm assuming they're before Bullet for My Valentine, but they kind of sound like a precursor to Bullet for My Valentine. Your tears don't fall, they crash around me. All right, let's see. Let's play another song. Shall we? My freaking GarageBand folder is so unorganized, unfortunately. So I don't even know what song is what. But let's look at this one real quick. Yeah. No. Oh, wow. Hold on real quick. I'm going to have to remember these chords real quick. So released in 2003. Okay. So, I mean, that's almost kind of, I mean, that's not too far off from Bullet for My Valentine, like sort of same, or at least I think like 2005, 6 is when I was listening to Bullet for My Valentine. So I like that song though. Thanks for sharing it. Here, I'm going to turn this off. Let's see. So that song goes. That's how it goes. I think that's how it goes. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. 2, 3, 4. Two, three, four. Fuck it up. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. I didn't have my eyes on the screen of y'all for that, so I have no idea what any of y'all said. Could you guys hear that at all? How's the mix of the sound? Like, is it all guitar? Is it all the rest of the track? Because what I'm doing here, let me see if I can share my screen real quick. Stop screen. Share screen. Window. GarageBand. Can I do that? System. Uh-oh. Okay, I can't share my GarageBand screen, unfortunately, though. Yes. Okay. Yeah, what's up, DJ? DJ, the Metalhead Mercenaries here. Yeah, we're jamming. I'm gonna go ahead and play that song one more time, which I need to because I need to practice it. Actually, it's been a minute since I've played that song, so let's go ahead and get it done. Fuck it up. Yeah. Was that better when I love you too, Prestige Magic? Take it easy. Was that better when I moved the mic away from the speaker? Whoa. Hello. What's up, sweetie pie? This is my girlfriend, Erin. You need to change your last name on there. That's not your last name no more. Still dipped out, but not as bad. Okay, maybe let me see if I can take my echo cancellation, background noise. It could just be loud. I can always turn it down a little bit. Let's see. I'm glad I played through that song a couple times because it's actually been a minute since I've played that one. Let's see, what other songs do we have? We've done the intro song. We've done On This Journey. This one doesn't have a name yet. We just call it Song 5. What other songs do we have? What is this one? Oh, I haven't played that song in a minute. Let's do this. Let's go to Setlist. Let's play along to this. Let's see how this goes. I'm not playing it exactly the same. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Could you guys hear that one? That one's a little difficult because I'm doing this spacey whammy bar stuff where I'm going like and unfortunately on my DAW I don't get the same kind of like resonance and feedback that I do, on my live rig. So I don't get the sustain. So it just doesn't sound as good. Mostly just the guitar. Backing tracks are dipping out. Okay, let me see what I can do. Backing tracks are dipping out. There's guitar in the track, so I imagine. I mean, you could just listen to the track, and I could turn my guitar off and just play the song. I'll do that here. We need to work on this song. Let's see. Can you guys hear that? Okay, you guys can hear that? Okay, cool. So we'll go ahead and play that song. Let me stick this back up. Now, question before we start. You can hear it when the mic was up to the computer speakers, or you could hear it right now when the mic's at my face. Sounds fine there. Okay, cool. Dope, dope, dope. Let's go ahead and play this song then. Shit. That's how it goes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, the guitar solo. Shit. Damn it. Shit. Whoa. Shit. Wow. Shit. Shit. Anyway, that's how the solo to that song goes. Snakebite, what's up? How goes it? I've never seen Snakebite before. No, it's not a wah pedal. So are you talking about the pedal board behind me? I do have a wah pedal, but it's not on my pedal board currently. You're new. Well, welcome, man. Welcome. Thanks for coming to the live stream. This is actually my first time streaming to this channel. I've had a podcast for a while on another channel, but this is my first time streaming to my main channel, which is this one right here. So we're practicing songs. I've got a band called Chaos Incarnate. If there's anybody, do I know any Alice in Chains? I know Nutshell, or at least I used to know Nutshell. I haven't played that song in a long time, and my acoustic is broken at the moment. But I was just playing, so I was playing through some of my band's songs. I was just showing you the solo to one of our songs. I'll play. Let me see if I can play along to it. Hang on. Now I'll just play it like this. Anyway, that's how that solo goes. Let's see. What songs have we not played through? We haven't played through this song. Let's play through this song. This is kind of hard to do on my DAW because I have to like click between tracks, like my lead track and my rhythm track and the clean track and all that. And I'm not using my live rig, obviously, because it's almost 10 o'clock at night. And I live in an apartment and my neighbors would be pretty pissed. So we're just going to go ahead and give this a shot. Let's see how it goes. And then there's piano in this part, but our producer is working on the piano right now. So that's how that song goes. Southern Sludge Doom. That's what I'm talking about. How long have we been going? Oh, we've been going for almost an hour. That's dope. I mean, since we've got like 5 people here, does anybody have any questions? You guys want to chit chat for a little bit? I think I might be done, at least done working on songs. I could jam a little bit. Amenra. No, I haven't listened to them yet. Do I know any Nirvana songs? Honestly, no, not off the top of my head. I haven't played a Nirvana song in a really, really long time. I'm trying to think. You know what we can do? Let's do this. Let's put on a backing track. Let's see. What do we want to do? E minor. Ooh, psychedelic rock jam backing track. Let's do that one. You guys want to do that? Yeah, I've got ads. What tuning is my guitar in again? This is embarrassing. I can't figure out the key because my guitar is in a different tuning. Let's do different. Let's do. All right, see you, Jamie. Nope. Let's do this. I know how to make this easier. Let's try this one. You started your own channel like 5 months ago. Is it called Snakebite? Drop a link to it here in the chat, and I'll check it out. I don't know what I'm doing now. Why don't you just type the name of your channel? DJ, if you found his channel, can you drop a link to his channel? I want to sub to our new friend Snakebite. It's just Snakebite 0223. Let me check you out. Oh, I found you. Boom. Subscribe. Cool, man. Heck yeah, dude. You got a new subscriber. Let's see. I think I'm kind of done playing guitar, I'm not gonna lie. I'm out of my flow state. I'm gonna set this back up. I'll be right back. One sec. All right, I'm back. Let's see. All right. I need to give my girlfriend a call real quick because she is tired, but we're going to do it while we're on stream. Let's see. Hey DJ, do you want to come on live? Hi, how are you? You're on my live stream right now with me. Are you going to bed? Okay. I will. I love you. Alrighty. Bye. DJ, I'm gonna send you a link. You're gonna come in and chat with me, whether you like it or not. So Snakebite's starting a band and he's lead guitar. Hell yeah. Do you have any videos on your YouTube of you playing guitar? Let me see. I'm looking at your channel right now. I see sports stuff. It says I like sports and like to create YouTube content and vids. Let's see. I want to see some guitar content on there, my friend. You play drums and guitar? Nice. Let's see. Look who it is.
Whoa.
What up? How you doing?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Excellent.
Snakebite.
Okay.
Yeah. Snakebite says, I don't have an electric yet. I'm going to ask for Christmas practice on a five string acoustic. Oh, the string snapped. Well, hey man, I hope you can get a 6-string electric at some point and learn to shred.
Yeah, my advice is just play, practice, and you don't have to do it conventionally either. You know, reading sheet music is one thing or another. Tabs are available. That's how I learned was tabs. I've been playing for 30 years, and it's just like if you like a certain part in a song or whatever, find a live video and see how the guitar player is playing it, and then learn it. You know, kind of a mix of visual and then mechanical, like looking at the tabs and doing it yourself and stuff. Like I find that the best way to learn certain techniques and stuff to implement into your style of playing and everything. Like,
Yeah.
And then it's just doing reps after that. You know, just riffing.
Yeah, I used to get VHS tapes of they would have tabs on the screen and it would show them playing it.
Yeah.
I
Those
remember
are great, you know.
One of my first VHS tapes was, I forget the name of the guy doing the lesson or whatever, but I got it from Guitar Center, and I think he did like, it had like 3 songs. It was like Paranoid by Black Sabbath, Crazy Train by Ozzy, and I forget what the other song was. I think it was like all Ozzy songs.
It's classic like OG heavy metal stuff. Yeah.
But yeah. That like
I think every guitarist, especially when you're playing like rock and metal and stuff, I mean that's what you start with is Randy Rhoads songs and Iommi songs and stuff, you know, Sabbath and Ozzy, and then like maybe some Rob Zombie and like some other stuff like that, you know, and then you started gradually kind of working up and picking up like hardcore songs and thrash songs, you know, whether it's Metallica, Slayer, or whatever, and then you kind of go from there, you know. it's kind of,
started. I think like I learned like Paranoid by Black Sabbath, Crazy Train by Ozzy, and then I started learning. Yep. I think it was like shit. Not Fight Fire with Fire, but what's the Metallica song that's like don't down now, bum bum now, bum 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 out?
That's Fire with Fire.
Is it Fire with Fire?
Yeah. or Motor Breath. I
Oh,
don't know.
Seek and Destroy. That's what it
Seek and
is.
Destroy. Yeah, yeah.
Snakebite knows it. Snakebite coming in clutch. Yeah, Seek and Destroy. I think
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
Seek and Destroy was like the first sort of like thrashy song I learned.
Yeah. I didn't bother too much with Metallica. I went right from like, like very, very first song was Iron Man, obviously on guitar, like learning Iron Man. I mean, it's a pinnacle of anyone picking up a guitar and playing is learning that song. And then I went pretty quick on the curve, like after that, going like right into Slayer. I think
Yeah,
yeah, South of Heaven was probably I think the second song I ever learned on guitar
nice.
was Slayer South of Heaven. Um and then yeah, just kind of going from there. I mean, I've been playing a long time, and we just I listed a bunch of the bands that I'm in earlier in the chat there. But one of the bands, Aposticum, we just had an album drop November 21st.
Later, Snakebite.
Sounding the Seven Horns. Later, Snakebite. And then yeah, I had a couple other album releases like earlier in the year, like the Eldarion one and stuff, and um those two albums took a long time to like write between people involved in them and stuff and
Mhm.
writing everything. It took a while to write them, but like it really it was a it's a those couple albums, the Eldarion album, the Journey of Heroes, and then the Aposticum album, Sounding the Seven Horns, are like really a step up in the composition game and the play game and everything, just with like the amount of not even just technicality, but like just the range of fusion of style and everything in them and everything.
Yeah,
Really a progression, kind of that. And it happens a lot to people like in their like late 20s into their 30s and stuff. And I'm in my late 30s now, but like you get to this point. It's not an apex, but not a wall either. But like you get to this point, and then like after that, it's just like an exponential jump in a number of disciplines, in playing, um, or it just kind of reverts back to what kind of thing, and not advancing. It's one of the two, but in a lot of people's cases, it's all of a sudden you have this ramp up where like
yeah,
things just click more, and you've got enough time in and everything, and it's just like, oh, I can actually like do more advanced stuff now and everything, and
Mhm.
it's really, and it's at that professional level, so it's just like, yeah, the acumen really escalates there, and it's really cool. So it's
Yeah,
like, yeah, you get to that point and it's all of a sudden it's like, oh snap, this album is 10 times better than a bunch of the ones prior to it.
nice. Yeah. Hey, do you have a guitar handy?
No, they're all put away right now. My
Yeah.
my six string dinky, I have to change the strings on it badly. And then yeah, my seven strings put away right now. It's late here as well. It's 10 o'clock here, so I can't really play. I
Yeah.
don't I, a lot of my tracking at home, I'm kind of old school. I still mic and amp.
Oh
Um
yeah.
yeah, I can't really play right now. I don't do I use digital audio workstations for, obviously tracking, recording and editing and all that stuff, but when it comes to the actual recording process, I'm still kind of old school with it, and I mic amps. The Aposticum album that just dropped, we mic'd the amps. Like, it's all mic'd amp sound, and I was playing an EVH. We've talked about that before.
Yeah.
Um, and then the other guitarist, Jake, was playing he had a Vader cab, a Vader Savage with or an Angle Savage with a Vader cab.
Okay.
Um, just an absolute monster rig.
How do
Uh,
you how do you guys because you're all living in different places, right?
I mean, kind of, yeah. We all live in the same state, but like our bass player lives about an hour and a half away, just a little under. We're like right
But like
around.
all the different bands you're in, are they all the same guys?
Oh no, 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 yeah. So like
So because
Apostle,
my question, so I have a question for you,
yeah, yeah.
is with the bands that you're in that have people in different locations, like how do you guys write songs, send stuff to each other, and
Yeah.
then like if you play a show, Like, how do you get together and rehearse and then play a show?
So for a lot of the long distance projects, because I mean I'm in projects with people like in the UK and stuff too. You know, I'm a
Yeah,
like Decoherence. I'm a vocalist in that project. I do some sampling too, but I'm a vocalist in that project. You know, but the rest of the members are in the UK, so it's kind of impossible to get together. I mean, if we would, it's a three piece, so we would have to get additional session musicians, and then they would have to learn the material and all that. So like for certain projects,
mhm,
it's not feasible. Um, and a lot of projects are like that. They end up just kind of being studio projects for the most part, studio bands.
yeah,
Aposticum, we all live in the same state, granted, you know, some distance away from each other to some extent, but we meet up at least every other weekend to practice, you
good,
know, and everything, and then the writing process. But for the longer distance ones, it's video video calls, teleconference and stuff, and then just sharing, just emailing tracks back and forth and be like, hey, I've got this. This is really cool. And some of the other projects, even that are more local, where we're all in the same state, like Eldarion, you know, that's just a two piece. That's just me and another dude. So we just sit down and write, and then go through the whole tracking process, meet up and go through the whole tracking process and all that stuff. You know, there's not really a way for that project even to play live with, again, without having a bunch of session musicians, because that would probably end up having to be like probably a 7 piece outfit at least, because there's so many like symphonic layers and everything going on.
yeah,
And some of that you would need somebody, or at least like two people, to be playing keyboards or traditional instruments and keyboard or whatever, apart from who's going to do vocals, who's going to do guitars, drums, you know, all that stuff. So for some projects it's not feasible, but being just a studio project, it still does fairly good stuff, you know, and is successful. So and that's kind of a norm anymore, at least for half of the industry. That's a norm anymore. When it comes to metal and stuff, there's a lot of studio projects out there. Um, and then people like myself and you and other people that play in a bunch of different projects, you know, so they can be involved with a bunch of projects, and some do gig and some don't, and that's okay, you know. But that's just, yeah, that's just kind of how we do it, is just sending tracks back and forth, meeting up if we can, otherwise teleconference and stuff. And my buddy Foster, which is, it's another two-piece project, Pythonism, that's a like really heavy funeral, slow crushing funeral doom stuff. It's all like Lovecraft cosmic horror themed.
nice,
He's out in North Dakota, so I could, and I want to at some point go visit him and hang out, you know, and then have some in-person session stuff and everything. But otherwise, everything's just done via email.
yeah,
Uh, and a lot of bands do that nowadays. If they don't have the capital to be able to like go meet up and just have like a couple weeks session period or whatever, you know, at a time to work on stuff, that's just kind of how it is. Like even in Europe, people don't realize, like, Europe, yeah, it's a continent, but it's not huge, all things considered. You know, it's fairly easy for a dude in the Netherlands to drive to Belgium. That distance of driving from one country to another in that regard, like kind of in that scale of things, would be like me driving from Chicago down to St. Louis, Missouri. It's not really that far, you know, in the grand scheme of things. The US is a lot bigger than like Europe is, in that regard. So, you know, for a lot of bands like in Europe, it's a lot easier for them to be able to meet up, all things considered. Even though it can still be difficult because of, you know, visas or what. I mean, with the EU, it doesn't really matter as much, but still schedules and everything else.
yeah,
Uh, but the distance is definitely a factor, at least in the US, for US artists and stuff, for studio projects and otherwise. So it's like capital, you know, financial investment, time, and all that stuff, you know. Um, so yeah, it really all depends with that. But there's a couple of projects that I'm in that do gig or can gig. Some would need session musicians, and the rest pretty much are relegated to just being a formal project, but in a studio capacity, you know, just because it's not feasible otherwise. Um, and that's okay, because
yeah,
it ends up. I mean, it's yeah, it's a hobby, but it's also, it is work. You know, it's a labor of love. It's an active band. It's just
mhm,
they don't play shows. You know, and again, a lot of bands are like that nowadays. Uh, at least in certain, at least in the metal scene and stuff. You know, there's a lot of one man projects out there, a lot of two man projects, and they just it's very hard to be able to get session musicians together to be able to learn material quickly and then spend all the money to go do a tour circuit. That ain't cheap. So, um, doing a small local tour circuit, maybe a tri-state area or something, that's a lot more feasible, but that's still not cheap. I mean, think about daily rental of a van to haul all the equipment, and if you have to rent any equipment on top of it, but to haul equipment, daily rental of a van is a minimum $100, if not more. And then all the gas on top of that, food, lodging, if you're gonna, get a little bougie with it, and not just freaking sleep in a van or crash on somebody's floor.
Yeah.
Um, I'm getting close to 40 years old. I'm kind of beyond that point. So it's
Yeah, right.
a little bit more creature comfort for us older guys, whose backs are starting to give us problems and stuff. Um, yeah, food, gas, and all that, and then, playing the shows, you get, a portion of the door income, or your merch sales, and that's most of the time anymore. That's how bands make their money. If they are playing shows and stuff, that's how they make their money is selling merch, selling physical digital album sales, on top of it for that scope of things. Um, that's how bands make their money. Um, Streaming doesn't pay jack. You got to have
Nope.
a lot of streams to make any semblance of money. Spotify's crap, iTunes, all that. Like, it's every penny matters, but at the same time, it's so minuscule. It's so piddly for many bands for a long time. It's just you can put it out there, but you don't expect to be making money off of that. You got to
Yeah.
make money off of it through Bandcamp, Ampwall, going out playing shows, selling merch, whether that's online sales platforms and stuff or ad venues and stuff. Like that's how you're going to make your money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we were gonna be because we were having a hard time finding a drummer. And
yep,
so we were thinking of just branding ourselves as a three-piece and just hiring a session drummer
yeah,
every time we played a show. But luckily we found a drummer who's down to like join and be part of the band.
oh, good.
So we're a four-piece now. Yep. And we're just we're waiting until after the holidays, really.
Yeah,
Just because everything's so busy. But after the holidays, we'll be getting together and getting the drummer up to speed. And hopefully, I mean, we would like to play our first show around February
sure.
because we're going to be releasing a single in January,
Okay,
probably end of January. So we'll have like we'll promote the single like the first few weeks of January, drop it the end of January, and then hopefully play our first show not too long after that. You know what I mean?
nice.
So
Hell yeah, yeah. We have a Aposticum, the one band I'm in, Aposticum, one of many. But we have a show in February as well. We just had with that CD release, just this last month, we had a CD release show the next night after the album dropped on a Friday. Industry standard stuff. Dropping albums on Fridays and all that. But that show went really well. We actually got airtime on the radio last night.
cool.
Yeah, for one of the songs. And but yeah, we're playing. It's a brewery that has a really cool venue attached to it, I guess, in February. Yeah. Um, and this will be going into our third year playing shows with that project, which is cool. So
And that's the Aposticum band.
yeah, Aposticum, yeah, black and death metal for
Right.
fans of Morbid Angel and the good era of Behemoth, like Demigod Apostasy, Evangelion, bands like Vader, Belphegor, all that. Yeah, somebody at the show said we sound a lot like Covenant era Morbid Angel, which I'm like, that's awesome. I mean, that's high praises because that's like one of the OG as far as death metal goes. Um, but yeah, so that the album's doing pretty well. So, um, oh, are you asking me, BV, or are you asking Josh, or who are you asking there?
I think he thinks you're not a Metallica fan.
Yeah, only the first three albums. Everything after that's crap. Yeah, they went. I mean, yeah, it went. it went way downhill after Cliff died, unfortunately. I mean,
Yeah,
again, that third album with Jason on it, Jason Newsted, it was fine, but everything after that's junk. Everyone hates the Saint Anger snare. I love the Saint Anger snare, but that's because I listen to a lot of like gore grind that uses that same like tinny piccolo snare sound,
very very pingy. The
Yeah.
dodgeball snare.
It's like brutal slamming death metal, like Slam and stuff that
Yeah,
uses it, yeah. But like everyone else hates it, that listens to just like normie mainstream stuff, and it's like, well, if you go outside of that, you'll hear it a lot.
yeah. Well, hey, so we have all but one of our songs back mixed from our producer. Do you want to hear some of them?
Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah. If you have a feed for it,
Yep, I'm gonna play one of them right now.
premiering it here. You heard it here first, folks. Chaos
Heck,
Incarnate.
heck yeah! Honestly, like right now, it's literally just you and me and BV watching in the comments.
Awesome.
So
So exclusive.
What do you think?
Nice, man. A very, very introspective sound, like feeling song. Like a lot of introspect with it. Not so much melancholy. Maybe a slight twinge of that. That main riff. I like that, along with that clean melody that starts it and ends the song. That's kind of layered under that and stuff.
Yep.
That's really nice. That's
So
nice.
so you can hear the clean underneath the
Yeah.
distorted?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, because yeah, that's what we were trying to go for. And
Yep.
like, because we're a four piece, so like when we play live,
Hmm.
we're gonna have that clean track playing as a backing track so that when
Okay.
everything's distorted, we've still got the clean. It'll make it really big.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. And
So
it'll be a nice layer from the house feed as a backing track, while you guys are, ripping with those main just big riffs, big chords and riffs. Yeah, yeah, it was nice. It was
thank
nice.
you.
Wasn't it wasn't it wasn't like super basic. Obviously not super technical. It was like that Goldilocks of really nice in there, like very much uh like kind of remind me of Thrice a little bit.
Really?
Great band. Yeah, a little bit. And then like again, some of those other like kind of like doomy crossover bands, like I mentioned Amon Ra, which I linked you their Mass Six album, fantastic album. You're gonna love that thing. Kind of some of that as well. There were just a lot of fusion aspects. You're getting some grunge, you're getting some alt, you're getting some early wave metalcore, you're getting the hardcore element, you're getting like kind of a nice mix of all of those. Um, Again with like those riff styles and then that clean under it and everything like and just the choice of progressions and stuff. Like, yeah, it was really nice. Yeah,
Cool.
quite enjoyable.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I mean, you're a seasoned guy. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing for 23 years.
Hell yeah, hell
I've been
yeah.
writing songs. Like I've been seriously writing and recording music for since 2012 is when I started
Okay,
like recording demos,
hell yeah.
like seriously recording demos. So that's what 13 years now
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I've been doing that. So
That's
my
awesome.
mixing's been getting a lot better too. Um, so like that was so what you just heard that was mixed and the drums I mean the drums were software drums but they were done by the producer.
Yeah,
um his mixing is way better than mine, but what I'm able to do as far as demos go are as far as demos go they're pretty decent quality.
sure. Oh
So
yeah, it's like yeah, I did that one track with you, kind of messing around and did the vocals in that one track with you not that long ago.
yeah, and those sounded good.
Yeah. I think I had done kind of a rough edit to some of that stuff, high pass filter, doubled and hard pan, like all that to give it that, fill it in more, give it a big sound, and all
Mhm.
that. Yeah, it's like there's just those little techniques like that that really take stuff a long way apart from getting into the weeds and nuance of mixing and everything,
Mhm.
Um, yeah, the Apossicum album, we worked with Spencer Morris out of Chicago. He's done several big bands, like a bunch of their albums and stuff. He did that album that we released last month. He did that one. Like it, it's worth the money to work with a good engineer. A good mix master guy. It really is.
Yeah, we
Um,
have a good mix master guy named Tristan.
oh, nice. Yeah, yeah. You can tell. Things get cleaned up. Certain hertz rates get polished, and just all those nuanced things that you can hear, especially doing this for so long, you have an ear
Mhm.
for it. So it's like, oh yeah, okay. Hear a little bit of the sizzle, on the high end with the sizzle with a couple of the cymbals that do give that quality, and just like all those little things that add up, and it's like nice, you know.
Yeah.
It cleans up good. So
Well, hey man, I think I'm gonna hop off of here.
okay.
Thanks for coming in and talking.
Yeah,
And
thanks for having
thanks
me.
for tuning into the stream. Oh, BV said I liked that a lot. Thanks, man.
Yeah,
He says, I
solid.
promised a woman I would never get famous and write a song about her. I think I should break it. You should.
You do it. You better do it. I want to hear it. 2026, BB Luminous' solo album.
Yeah. I actually, so that Jackson guitar, I got that from BV.
Oh, really? Yeah. I was gonna ask, is it a dinky or a soloist? I like the Sunbirds.
I'm not sure. I honestly don't know.
I like the
BV,
Sun.
do you know what model is that Jackson? And then yeah, I bought that Marshall cab from him too.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you
But
guys live pretty close to each other. That's right.
yeah, we do.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
which BV, we need to hang out again. Let's go to lunch sometime soon. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream. He says
Certain.
I am uncertain.
It looks like a dinky. It looks like a mid 2010s, 2015, 2016 dinky with that, and then that sunburst color on the body, beautiful.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's quite nice. Quite nice. I'm a dinky guy. I'm a Jackson guy too. So I play Jackson's sixes and sevens too. So I love them. Yeah, beautiful guitar, man. Friggin', they play so nice. It's
He
just
says it's an old one.
older than tens. Okay. See, I wasn't like certain things, like I wasn't noticing the trim along the top side of the fretboard and stuff. Original trim. Okay. Yeah, I could tell it was a little bit older, like the locking nut and stuff on it and things like that. Like, yeah, real Floyd and all that. Yeah. So
Yep.
so it's okay. Yeah. So it's probably just a couple of years after my dinky then, because I have a very early 2000s dinky, that six string that I play, the trans black one. Um, yeah, they're freaking awesome. Mine's string through though. I personally hate Floyd bridges, but teach their own. You know.
I love Floyd's
Yeah.
myself.
Even if I were to get a Floyd bridge, I would block it. Like there's no point in me having a Floyd. I don't, because of the way I play and stuff, and yeah, it's just
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna end the stream, but we can chit chat when it's done.
all right.
Bye, guys. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Everybody who came in and watched tonight, thank you again. This is my first time streaming to my main channel, which I've got no hard and fast plans of how often I'll stream to this main channel, but I did start another channel specifically for my recovery journey, getting clean and sober and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to be what?
Congratulations again on that,
Thank you. I mean, I'll be honest. I have not been the most clean and sober person. I'm still kind of struggling with that.
One day at a time, right?
Yeah, but one day at a time. We're working on it. And but I'm going to be doing a live stream on Thursday with a guy from one of my NA groups, and we're going to be talking about like early recovery, what it's like, getting sober, getting clean for the first time, all that kind of stuff. So
good for you.
I'll send you the link. You can tune into that. And
yeah, I got my monthly Q&A on Thursday as well. Starts at I go for like 2 hours, 5 p.m. Central Time.
Okay. Well, yeah. I start at 7:30 on Thursday. So
perfect. Yeah, so there's no conflict.
All right. Well, I'm going to end this, BB. It was good to talk to you. We will see you again soon. And thanks for tuning in, everybody. That was some jamming and some chit-chatting. So we'll see y'all in the next one.